Hello, this is the first video of a series where I'm going to point out the major mistakes we did during the previous week's match. This week was Viaduct and we played eBm, Evil Baseline Minions. There's a link to my full POV in the description below, since this is sort of summary of it and it was best watch after watching that POV. I'm going to spoil it and say that we ended up winning 4-2. Some of them 2-3 mistakes we did ended up costing the round. I'm gonna show the clips first, pointing out the mistake, like the full clip from the beginning, and I'll talk about it later. Hopefully this is useful to people interested in not just Highlander Medic, but Highlander in general, as we talk about not just my mistakes, but my team's mistakes too.
North main. He's gonna rotate right.
Oh shit, I hit fucking...
That's hurt.
That's destroyed.
I hit spy.
People
Spy
right.
dead.
I'm reloading. Wait a second. I'm backing up. Moving
That was
left.
up 40.
Their meds in the right.
I'm going right. Wait,
Sniper's
corner.
close,
Right.
sniper's close.
We're getting on him. Get on him. Get on him now.
Look,
I
separate
died.
from the group.
Sniper clip.
They're all
Demo
destroyed.
and Scout are piped.
Sniper's still clip.
Sniper's still clip, yeah.
I'm
Shoot that sword,
destroyed.
he's so lit.
I'm eating a sandwich.
So as you can see, I died to 2 stickies there, although I think one would have still killed me, but the point is I thought it was safe to go through the left there, because as you can see in this frame, Dan is left, and he called that he was gonna go right. So I instinctively looked right, but when I turned back around and moved forward left, Demo was already walking up, and he had already thrown a sticky pretty much under my feet, and there was no way I could have really avoided that. I thought it was safe to go left because Carl or Heavy went left too, but there was really no reason for me to try walking up left when they both called that they were gonna go right, and also that would have played around the sniper being on cliff as it was called immediately at the same time. If I had stayed alive during that fight, I think we could have won that, because as you see, everyone was really lit, like from my team, but they were still alive. So if I had stayed alive, I could have just healed them and walk forward, kill them, cap the point. But that was just unfortunate that the demo walked up left, but it was sort of my fault too for just walking up left when there was no real reason to.
Okay, we just destroyed them.
Their demo's dead.
I'm on the main, I just went to heal.
We're all on point. Let's try forward holding. Their whole combo's dead.
I still
48
went to
health.
heal.
Go right to that point. Caution.
I'm on
Up here
cliff.
now, Carl.
Sniper dead. Oh damn, I was going for an air shot.
You stole my kill, oh my god.
Demo's coming right. Demo's right.
That was the best
Heavy
frag of
come
my
out main.
life.
You guys
Arch
have with the
knocked
demo.
down.
Heavy down,
That's
heavy
second fire.
I'm backing
Spies
up.
on you,
Demo's
Axel?
170.
He's right here.
San, where are you?
I pushed towards the spawn. They're all strike.
Okay,
Right.
well,
This guy on
That's-
his end.
I'm on
Yeah,
point.
it's-
So as you can see, our attempt at a forward hold failed. That was because you can see here Sam was pretty hurt, so he had to fall back to point for me to heal him. So he didn't really have time to sticky off either cliff or main. Carl was the only one forward here. And even after that, like San went to fight main, they're heavy, while Carl was fighting their demo, which is not a pretty good matchup. This is like the exact frame where things went wrong. Like they were both fighting each their own fight. Carl died, and then Velocity ended up dropping down from cliff to fight their demo. I think he killed their demo, but he didn't really say like if the medic was with him, like who else was there. And San also dropped down from the house. He killed Axiomatic killed the heavy, and San said he pushed to spawn. So if both Velocity and San had just said like who they were fighting, I could have just stayed with them and kept them alive, and we could have probably backed up the point and be safe and have a stronger presence, keep the point for a little bit longer with response. It was just miscommunication.
I'm
All in
spamming
right.
him,
He's down.
Aggressive
Spamming
on
him.
him. Get up.
I got
They
headshot.
popped.
They
Run
popped.
middle.
We have over.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
use.
pop him,
Use it
pop
on
him.
Not with you,
On
not
right.
with you. Okay.
Sniper cliff.
Engine's destroyed.
Demo's dead.
Are
Spy,
you
yo,
down?
Scott behind you.
Cap, guys.
Spy
Cap.
NG behind you.
Scout so lit.
Sniper China or cliff.
Maybe down.
Sniper cliff.
I was just walking on the point. He's just in me. He's down.
Spies on me, spies on me.
I need dude to heal me.
Sniper down.
So here they had popped Uber and then we had a slightly better Uber. We also managed to kill their demo during the Uber, but after that, no one was really, or like, not a lot of people were on point, as you can see in this frame. No one had pressured the sniper during the Uber either. Velocity killed him as soon as we popped pretty much, and no one had pressured him, so he was just able to kill our heavy, then our NG, and Fathom the Power was just able to, you know, plus forward and pretty much kill San. Like, he had no health. And when I was healing him behind the point, a spy, you know, came up and killed him and then me. If Gagner had stayed alive, which he was, or if Gagner had been with us, and well, he was alive at the time, this could have been easily avoided. Or if someone had pressured the sniper as soon as it was called. Since the Uber lasted about like 6-7 seconds, that's about 7 to 8 seconds where there was time to pressure the sniper, and you know, this all could have been avoided.
They're gonna use.
Demo down, demo down.
Nice.
Okay,
They use really far back.
Pyro took 150.
ready to fight point.
Scott's fighting me.
They're going for a flank.
Okay, collapse point. Focus heavy point. Focus heavy.
I took 40.
Focus heavy.
Talking
Focus
left,
heavy.
right back
Focus
here.
heavy. Heavy's rape.
Every down, every down.
Soldier jumping
Okay,
above
play
us, above
point.
us, above us.
Spy connector right now.
Sandwich,
Yeah,
sandwich,
hold
buddy,
it,
sandwich.
hold it.
Sniper's still clip right now, be careful.
Told
We're
you.
down.
I'm on the
Oh,
right.
spies left, Demo's on point, snipers on
Dude,
point
let's,
left.
we're on
Snipers
left.
up,
Anything.
You
snipers
guys
left,
going.
left.
I'm going in with you guys.
Oh, wow.
Sniper's
God,
far
the
and
flash.
he's
There's an
far
NG behind us,
left.
NG behind us, Carl.
Yes, there's
He's
thoughts.
like
Some
a
mini.
med pack. Sniper's on med pack.
Sniper dead? What the fuck?
So here their Uber didn't really do much. We killed their demo like at the same time as they popped, but however their flank was able to get picks on our flank, and support classes like our NG, soldier, spy, and sniper ended up dying, and because of this we weren't able to aggressively defend the point. You know, we ended up falling back here on point, sort of scattered. And you know, everyone ended up dying here because I wasn't really next to them. Like, it was just me and Carl, and I got forced pretty badly there, and I wasn't able to even flash Gagner because the NG body blocked my heal beam. The correct play would have been to actually Uber with our demo and scout into them as we were holding back on point. You know, this would have bought enough time for our respawners as well as a possible demo map pick, giving us even more time. My heal beam. Then right after the Uber, I probably made the dumbest mistake of the match of not staying next to Carl because I didn't want to be on point any longer. You know, I tried to surf the mini air on the box side and the concrete area, but I messed up the jump. But even if I had made the jump, I still would have died in like 1 or 2 shots from the NG at that range. I had better odds of staying alive if I had stayed next to Carl. I don't want for like 2 or 3 seconds longer instead of trying to run away without anyone.
Watch your
That's
spy.
Pyro, it's so
Cover right.
annoying.
Demo
God,
took
what
150,
he's
demo
doing
took
is
150.
fucking...
Focus right.
Oh,
They
this
used-
Pyro's so bad, holy shit.
They're in, they're in, they're in, they're in,
Total
they're in.
jump.
They used?
Backstab.
Right, behind you, Carl, behind you, Carl.
Killing the heavy.
In this case, we called our combo right, but no one was really shooting them other than San with pipes here. Since Axiomatis was rotating right side because of Adam span, which is also another reason why Velocity wasn't in position to airblast, because he was following Axiomatic, you know, putting him out. I asked if they had used, but no, since no one, as I said, no one was really watching, it wasn't called early enough, and I got distracted trying to get Carl's attention to shoot the people behind him that I missed the surf and died. All we needed to do is have one person sort of forward on the right side to call them early, and also to shoot them. Like, either one would have been fine, but we did neither.
We need to go and kill them. You need to get a pick on their man. Call their sniper when you die to him.
He's on China.
Their
High on
right
the right side
side.
rock.
They have Uber now. I'm at 90.
Just get ready to peace out,
Cap,
Murray.
just cap.
No, we can kill Uber.
Spy might be
Spy
behind your house
connectors.
somewhere.
They found
We
Spy
have.
connector.
I
you
used
guys,
it.
you guys do it.
Heavy took 150.
I'm getting airblasted here.
Everybody
Scout
converge
all
on
over
point.
team.
Converge on
Soldier's
point.
left. We
Everybody.
need help.
Yeah.
We're flanked. We're already flanked from right here.
My
Don't just play
Christ.
stick his own point.
Soldiers behind us.
Spy behind you guys.
Can we get the cap?
Yeah, that can happen.
I'm gonna go crits.
Get down.
Actually, quick
Sniper
fix.
cliff. Sniper cliff.
Coming.
Spy point, spy point, spy point.
The control point is being captured.
Here we were probably dry pushing them to force them and then counter as I almost got over. However, our heavy was probably too forward here, as you'll see in a second. The main problem I think though was that our flank ended up dying. Our NG got body shot early in the fight, our soldier got stabbed, and our scout died to the demo. So after the Uber, they just outnumbered us and killed us. Our flank should have probably waited before going completely into their face. But I think, I don't know, I might be wrong on this because it may just being unlucky that they died. You know, the soldier getting stabbed is a bit hard to avoid, as well as being body shot if you don't know where the sniper is. But if they had stayed alive, we would have been able to win the fight as we had a better Uber. As you can see, like when I die, our flank was up after our combo went down, and they were able to finish the cap. But without heals, they just died to their flank and demo that actually had buffs. They ended up winning the round right after.
Get in, guys. Do not drop. Watch your sniper.
Sniper right, sniper right.
I'm just nice.
Someone just
Try to kill man.
I can flash you, like you go away from me.
Like,
I
I
can't.
he
can't
can't
hit
run
him.
forward.
Air blast.
Nice.
Play
So
point,
he's
play
6 in the
point.
combo.
Sniper dead. God,
Sniper.
Jay down.
Here, when we Uber, you'll see that Gagnon goes left in a second. He tries to go kill the mini instead of just push forward and into them, try to kill people. And since I was telling him this, I didn't know that the sniper China there, he body shot me for 100, so it would have been easy to avoid the next shot, but because I was so focused on the bad Uber, I didn't really notice that, so it was pretty much my fault.
Sniper dead.
This
Nice.
soldier is so lit.
Let's play on point, let's play on point.
They're in
We have
house.
Uber,
They're
we have
walking
Uber.
in. Focus heavy.
Heavy separate from the medic. Looks in close up.
Oh,
we
just
used
get out.
to.
Back.
Oh, it's fine.
I'm taking this
Demo
mini
down.
down.
They're backing up. Okay, play point after.
Soldier's jumping in right now.
I have a sandwich.
Oh, I can't stay there.
Fucking spot on
pissed
cliff.
off.
Holy
Soldier.
shit.
Sniper's cliff.
We lost our demo.
Spy down.
Walking in right. Heavy's hurt.
We have a demo, we
Focus
don't.
Sniper
heavy.
on cliff.
Heavy's dead.
Demo's destroyed.
Sniper's
Sniper's being
behind
point.
point.
Get out.
Here after the Uber, we all packed up off point, while San was the only one who actually stayed, even though we called that we were gonna play on point. So you can say the Uber here was, that was pretty decent. Like we kept them off the point, kept everyone alive, had good health too after it. But the soldier bumps me here, and I have to get back. And Kala chases me here to give me a sandwich, while Velocity and Luz were chasing the spy and the soldier that were in cliff. So everyone left the point, and San was the only one. So we essentially baited him, and they just pushed us with the demo, and we had to get back. You'll see that we still contest a bit here for a second. Kala eventually goes down, but what we should have done differently is actually be on point and fight with San, not baiting. I think we could have probably won that the fight because we had height advantage, better positioning.